A big improvement to the recruiting calendar. Colorado gets a new commit, and a starter from last year hits the portal. And more coming at you next. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Buffs News Weekly, your weekly recap of all University of Colorado football news. I am your host, Russ Dornish. Make sure to hit that like, comment, and of course, subscribe as we are on the trail for 1,000 subscribers. Now, let's jump into it. First up is a pretty important change to recruiting happening next year. The early signing period will be pushed up to better account for the transfer portal. ESPN's Pete Thamel reported this week the NCAA voted to move up the date to right after the regular season ends. By pushing it up before the transfer portal opens, teams have an opportunity to know for sure what recruits they will be getting before needing to go into the transfer portal for more players. The NCAA also will be voting on soon, adding a third signing day to the calendar as well to give teams more flexibility. On top of that, the NCAA is also looking into potentially instituting an NLI for transfer players. Currently, there is nothing binding a transfer to a school until they attend classes. You do hear about transfers signing their paperwork, but really what that is a financial aid agreement that binds the school to actually covering for their classes and tuition. So, the hope with an NLI is to have a solid commitment from both the player and the school. The NCAA is all of a sudden making lots of asked for changes this offseason, and I, for one, believe this is their feeble attempt at trying to keep themselves relevant as the push from the football teams to create an independent super conference continues to grow. We will keep you updated on any future changes when they occur. The Buffaloes got a commit for a preferred walk-on this week in Carson Westbrook. Westbrook is a three-time All-State wide receiver out of Georgia. Westbrook is considered an athlete, having played both ways in high school, so we will see where he ends up playing when he gets to Boulder. Westbrook is described as a speedy and shifty player on the field and quite athletic overall. We want to welcome Carson to Buff Nation. Make sure to go show him some love on social media and welcome him in. Colorado has lost another starter from the offensive line from last year as Jack Bailey has entered the transfer portal as a grad transfer. Bailey started all 12 games last season and came to Colorado after transferring from Kent State last year. Bailey is the third offensive line starter from the Buffs this past offseason to include Christian Lichtenhan and Van Wells as the other transfers off the line. Of course, Colorado had one of the worst lines in college football, with Shedeur being the most sacked quarterback by far in the country. The running game was also non-existent. It was pretty obvious Coach Prime was going to overhaul the line this offseason, and indeed he did just that, adding 5 experienced FBS starters, and of course, the number 1 tackle from the 2024 recruiting class, Jordan Seaton. We wish Jack Bailey the best of luck at his next school and thank him for his contributions to Colorado. A quick update to our story on Xavier Weaver from the Combine last week. Weaver did not end up actually participating in on-field work, as he revealed in a vlog that he actually is recovering from shoulder surgery to fix a torn labrum he suffered in the second week of the season. That's right, Weaver played almost the entire 2023 season with a torn labrum and still led the way for receivers on the team. With this news and teams unable to see Weaver, we just hope he is still penciled in as a late round pick for a team. We will see if Weaver ends up participating in CU's Pro Day, which is coming up this week, March 14th. Eyes will surely be on Jordan Dominic as well as Weaver if he does participate, as both hope to be drafted to the NFL in the coming months. And our final story of the week, Colorado made the top 7 for 2025 cornerback Alex Graham out of Florida. Graham is a 4-star prospect from IMG Academy and may just follow his former teammates Jordan Seaton and Cash Cleveland to Colorado. Seems Coach Prime and staff have put a large focus on IMG, offering a bunch of players from the school. That, of course, makes sense because due to IMG's ability to have the top athletes, but also to prepare them to be ahead of the game in college due to their college-like atmosphere. No time frame yet on when Alex will make his decision, but we will keep you updated on that once we do hear of a decision from him. That's all for this week. I know a short show, but again, we are coming up on spring, so keep tuned in because we will have much more news here in the upcoming weeks. Of course, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, comment, and of course, share us with all your friends in Buff Nation so that we have more people joining the community and joining the conversation. Until next time for Buffs News Weekly, I'm Russ Dornish. Sko Buffs!